proud. Good job, Astrid. Hey, hope y'all are doing well. I am sitting and looking out at a rather gray day, but I am trying to bring the sunshine if I can. This was one of my Easter dresses, and this is from Walmart. Unbelievable cotton poplin, love it. This is from TJMaxx, 100% cotton. I think I wear this with anything I possibly can, whether it goes with it or not. I just love it so much. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I wanted to give you a little intro, as per usual, about what you're about to see. And this week's video includes a few dresses, but they are of the cozy, comfy, everyday wear, all of which I absolutely love and hope you do too. But as always, if you're not looking to buy something, that's okay. Hopefully I'm just providing some inspiration. I do that all the time. I watch people because they just simply inspire me to go, oh, I never thought about putting that with this, or oh my goodness, is that what we're wearing now? It helps to stay current on what the trends are. Not that you have to be a part of a trend by any stretch. In fact, for me, most of my things are what I feel like are more classic, but I like to dabble in the trends just to sort of make sure that I'm not allowing myself to grow old and, dare I say, the F word, not that F word, frumpy. Like, there's just something about that at this stage of life can happen quickly and easily, and that's not it's never been who I am, and I don't intend for that to be. Well, that's probably not true. There have been seasons where the harshness of circumstances, usually caretaking or medical or whatever it was, dictated that frump was just what it was. Frump was part of my life because I didn't have the capacity, the creativity, the energy to remember what made me feel good or beautiful or even remotely like myself. And so Frump and Frumpy became my two closest friends. But it doesn't have to be that way. And so that's part of what my heart's desire is to share, is that doesn't have to be who you are if you feel like that is a hole you have fallen into. Not to beat up on Frumpy and Frump. Because sometimes you know what it does is Frump and Frumpy, they comfort us, and I get that, but it isn't always the healthiest form of comfort. And by that I just mean that we can have comfortable clothes and still look and feel like ourselves, and dare I say, elevate what we are wearing. And so what I'm sharing today are those kind of clothes where they are cozy, they feel amazing. And some of them were not the best options for me. That's part of what I enjoy, is that it's okay to fail. I know that personally, but I also know that when I'm picking out things to share with y'all, not everything's going to be a hit. And a couple of these I was like, And some of it's not my fault in choosing, it's just the way they fit. Like, who knew that was that size is supposed to fit me well? So what's happening here? Anyway, that's what you're going to see in terms of fashion, but you'll also get a glimpse of our actual anniversary date. You saw in last video when we were at the beach celebrating early, but this is the actual day of our anniversary, and I look back as I was editing, I was clearly very excited for that night. It was a lovely, beautiful night, beautiful restaurant. It was just so special. So you'll get a little snippet of that. And so I hope that you enjoy it. Y'all, we are at 112 subscribers. My face, it's like hurting. I keep smiling about it. And I realize, as I keep saying, that in the world of social media or even YouTube, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's huge for me. And I pray that when I keep saying thank you and how grateful I am, and it never comes across scripted or insincere, because I promise you it's not. I marvel every day that people want to come with me on this journey and don't mind me being myself, and perhaps even enjoy what they're seeing. That gives me such great joy and makes me feel like I am still able to live out my purpose in some way right now, despite the physical limitations that I encounter sometimes on a daily basis, sometimes not, sometimes on a weekly basis, sometimes not. But all that to say that thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That would be so kind. It gives me a great thrill every time I see one. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I send it to all my friends and my family, not all my friends, but well, I send it to 4 people who live in, you know what I'm saying. I get really excited, and simply because I adore the idea of having community. So thank you all very much, and please, if you have a question, please ask me in the comments, whether it's where to find a link that you didn't see. I'm happy to answer anything that you may be wondering about, whether it's I've got a celebration coming up and I'm really wondering how do I find this, or whatever it might be. I am no expert, but I am eager to help if I can. So thank you very much for sharing these videos. Thank you for listening, for sitting in, for taking time, pouring your cup of coffee or making your cup of hot tea and sitting down and enjoying this. I hope you all have a great day. Love y'all. Bye. These dresses that are coming up are the relaxed kind. They're the kind that you can dress up should you choose to by changing shoes and what you wear with it. But they have cozy and beachside and at home and running to the grocery store in the summer written all over them. And the first one is this. It is 100% cotton both on the outside and the inside, with the liner, this built-in slip, if you will, is 100% cotton as well, which is lovely. Lovely. When I'm just so grateful when they do that. It's like, if you're gonna tempt me with 100% cotton, do it all the way through. And I'll come in just a little bit and show you what the stripes look like, but the color is considered to be espresso. So I thought, well, I'll run with that and go with an espresso colored cardigan, and these gold and espresso chocolate, whatever you want to call it, sandals that I got from Walmart. For me, if I'm doing a grocery run, I am gonna grab a cardigan or a jacket for sure, because if I've got to go by the freezer section, even in the produce section, it's freezing. And so this is what that would look like. And it's also obviously for those of you who feel like you don't want to show your upper arms. As always, I encourage you to just do it. Just do it. What are people gonna say? But if you genuinely just cannot bear it, this is what this dress would look like with a cardigan. And that's why I wanted to share it first. So now I'm gonna show you what it looks like without a cardigan. So here I am. When I don't have the cardigan, I can keep that cardigan in my bag if I'd like to. But this dress is so sweet and so soft, but it does have spaghetti straps and they are adjustable. Again, pockets, 100% cotton, in and out, and adjustable straps. It feels like an A+, 10 out of 10, however you want to describe it for me, because it's so many of the things that I look for. This could be a bathing suit cover up. This is a great midsummer, deep into the heat and humidity kind of dress that I would love. And if you are traveling, I mean, how cozy is this? I wish that you could actually feel this, because the material, while it is cotton, cotton can feel like poplin, cotton can feel like those Oxford shirts that I've shared. I will link for you the video where I share some traditional Oxford shirts that aren't so traditional anymore, and ways to style them. You know what I mean with cotton? There's different textures and different ways to feel cotton. Well, this is the soft, light, breathable, feels like you're wearing air. The only thing that is not cotton is the elastic that's right here, which I kind of love this, partly because if I have been out in the sun, if I am somewhere hot and I'm sweaty, to have a little room right in here and not have to worry about what I had for lunch or how that makes me feel, or, oh, am I a little bloated? Am I this? This is just one of those incredibly comfortable dresses. So I'm gonna come in close. I'm gonna drop off my bag. By the way, this basket bag, I got this a year or two ago and it was on Amazon. I follow a content creator who does amazing Amazon finds. And so I think, you know, she's as passionate about Amazon as I am about TJMaxx and Marshalls. So I'm gonna not only link this bag if I can find it. I don't think it's still available, but if it is, I will link it for you. I will link her channel, and She has an event coming up for anyone who watches her YouTube channel in the fall here in Atlanta, and I have signed up to go. I cannot wait. So here it is without a cardigan, without a purse, and as I said, it is just one of those absolutely incredibly comfortable dresses. I'm going to come in so you can see the striping. It's very fine little lines that almost look solid from far away, but they're not. And then the white stripes, a sweet little ruffle, very subdued ruffle. It's not overwhelming at all. And then the straps, as I said, are adjustable, which, I mean, again, huge fan of adjustable straps. This is one of those one and done, hit the road, go quickly if you need to, throw it on, and you feel really put together. And here's some ideas of what it looks like if you want to dress it up just a little bit, both with what you're wearing with it and the shoes. Again, accessories are everything, from the purses to the shoes to that third layer, your outerwear. Even in summer, it can help make a difference. And it doesn't have to be heavy, bulky, or hot. It can just be an accent, or for those moments where you're in somewhere that's a little cooler than you want. All right. Okay, another super cozy dress. It's 100% linen and is so comfortable, which obviously you want linen to be, but it also has so much structure at the top. I really love this. I do like having a dress or two in my wardrobe that is not tight-fitting for days, just like I said earlier, that I don't really want to have something really tight, or I'm going to go out for my birthday, or we're going to eat crab legs, or who knows what. But just to have a little bit of breathability, and it's not clinging to your skin if you are out about, if you're at the beach, or if you're just in your neighborhood. It's a lovely coral color, so very beachy, very summer. It's also versatile, as hopefully that comes through here, that yes, it is a very free-flowing mini dress. Now, again, if you're taller than me, it might be mini like that, but for me, it's almost to my knees. So it's not super mini. You'll just have to check the measurements and your height and see how it goes. But I'm 5'2", if that helps for reference. And if I stand like this, and you can see where it comes on my knees, I am super comfortable, but I'm comfortable with shorts and mini skirts and that sort of thing as well. But this is definitely not super mini if you are petite, which is 5'4" or under. Because of the structure at the top, I do think it can lean itself to be very comfortable because of the flowy at the bottom, but it also can be dressed up. And again, I know it sounds like I'm just repeating the same drumbeat all the time, but honestly, it is about the accessories. It depends on what kind of shoes. So if I have on, these are the sandals that I bought a year or so ago, TJMaxx and Marshalls by the designer Jason Wu. They are super comfortable. I have a similar pair from Walmart that I will link, and you will see over and over and over again. They're white. These are kind of an ivory color, which I just really liked that, this warmer tone. You can change your shoes, and even just changing what kind of purse or bag you carry can elevate it up or bring it down to be casual. So it looks like you're on summer vacation, even if you're still in your own hometown. This is a brand or a designer that I had never heard of. It's Michael Stars. I've mentioned it in a video before this, but I continue to find under this label 100% cotton, 100% linen, gauze. I haven't found anything silk yet, but you never know. But it is a brand out of California. I looked it up because that's what nerds do. That's what research nerdy kid does. You'll see this brand pop up over the course of this video and over this haul because again, it's linen, it's cotton, and the quality seems to be there. And the price tag that originally came with these, I was like, oh my, this dress, which I believe is $30 or $35. I'll again, always check what's over on the screen, not coming out of my mouth in terms of price accuracy. These dresses run over $100 regularly, and they're less than $50 at TJMaxx and Marshalls, right? Come in close so you can see how lovely, lovely. And it's got this, you can wear it as a long sleeve, or you can roll it up and it has the button cuff holder thingy here on both sides. And I was going to show you the collar. So this is the collar. Again, I love anything that has this, whether it's polo version or a shirt dress, because of the structure that it automatically gives. So if you like this one, there's the next one coming up is this same exact dress only in navy. And I love this pop of color, but I also really like a staple, a neutral that would be, again, almost year round in certain climates, mine particularly. So I want to bring that to you as well. And as promised, here it is in the navy. Exact same dress down to the pockets, to the cuff button upper thingy on both sides, and the collared and these functioning buttons. So if you have a larger chest, you may find this really helpful because you can open it up just to give a little bit of breathing room for everyone. So, and as you'll see in the cutaways, it's a great neutral palette for ivory, for yellow, for really any color you want to pair with it. And you can dress up the sandals, move them into a block heel or even a little kitten heel, whatever you like. And you can take this from, as they say, from day to evening, depending on your evening. I mean, obviously it's 100% linen. It may not be what you're going to take to the red carpet, but you might. It is certainly nice enough to go out on a date, but it's also great for just a barbecue in your neighborhood. Well, welcome back. I know. You're like, that was just a second ago. What are you talking about? But for me, it's day 3 of summer basic essentials made of 100% cotton, 100% linen, 100% of this and that, and mixed and matched linen, cotton. Oh, and gauze, which is cotton, but it's a different, whole thing. Just been so excited for this particular try-on haul because it is like a feast. I'm not kidding. There are so many great finds right now that I'm trying to keep up, and it is different because I'm so, I hate saying this word on a video that goes on the internet, but I am sort of obsessed with TJMaxx and Marshalls simply because, as I've said before, I feel like they offer great quality at affordable, like really affordable prices for the masses, for all of us, for those of us who may not at times in our lives have felt like we could ever attain something like that, or even in the situation where we are right now, where everything, gas, electricity, all the things feel like they are skyrocketing into the atmosphere. And there just needs to be something that's beautiful that you can actually afford and have, that helps you feel like your best self on the outside so that the inside agrees. And it hasn't taken me 3 days, 24 hours a day, even 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's just that to fit this into my life, to fit this into my often very weary, tired body and brain, I just have to do it when I can do it. And so this is day 3. I don't know if this will be the last day or if this is just midway through, because I have so many things I want to share with you, starting with this lovely, as I think I already alluded to, 100% poplin skirt by Rachel Zoe. Oh, I know the word I overuse is I love this, but I do love this. I like everything about it. It has pockets, it is soft, it's flowy, it has, for me, a very easy style for summer. I paired it with this tank top just to show you, one, that I like the proportion of that. It still gives that where it comes in, then the skirt goes out, versus wearing something super blousy to match super blousy, because, and I can show you that as a contrast, but it would be like this, like everything would be the same shape. And for me, that just doesn't work. So this way, I also wanted to sort of give you a visual of, if you're wearing a bathing suit and you take this along on your trip, you could wear this as a cover-up. If you choose to wear it as a bathing suit cover-up, I think it would work perfectly, and hopefully this gives you the visual of that. But if you want to wear it formally, the bottom half should give you the visual of that. I've got little kitten heels. These are by Charles David. Don't know who that is, never heard of him. I did order my normal size, which is a 7.5, but I felt like the toe box was a little snug for me. I should have taken my own advice that I give, which is to buy 2 sizes of things at least. And so, but I didn't. And I was lucky enough that when I got the 7.5 and it felt kind of tight, I ordered the 8 and it did come in. So I wanted to see if that made a difference, and it does. I have to be really conscious when I get closed-toed things, but I do love a pointed toe because, as I've mentioned 1,000 times before, it helps me look a little taller. It elongates the leg, especially when you don't see a lot of my leg. And this is a maxi skirt, so you're not going to see as much. But I think this helps. So it has pockets. I will say with Rachel Zoe's pants bottoms, skirts that I've tried on. This is an extra small, and luckily it has a tie waist. And I think I've mentioned my weight is in a season where it's creeping up a little bit. And I wasn't sure whether or not it was how that was going to fit, but her bottoms just run big, not her bottom. I don't know what her bottom runs, but her bottom outfits, whether they're pants or skirts, just tend to run big. And while that's gracious, but vanity sizing is one of those things where it's like, great, I feel great, I'm in a smaller size, but you put it on, you go, wait, it actually doesn't fit. So I'm glad that this has a drawstring waist. It helps a lot to keep this where I want it, which is at my natural waist, versus down here, which if it didn't have it, it would just keep sliding like that. I have taken a couple of things that I've gotten, especially anything with an elastic waist, that I felt was just a little too big, and I've actually sewn and tacked it in the back. And the way I learned to do that was, instead of just one on the side or one in the back, just two tiny ones. And because it's elastic, you really can't tell, especially because you've already got a lot of pleats and things going on. So obviously it just depends on if that's something you're comfortable with, but it's one way that I have as I have rummaged through the clearance rack and found things that weren't just quite perfect, but I thought, for $12, I think I can fix that myself, and I did. And I am not a seamstress by any stretch of the imagination. My mom was an incredible seamstress. My sister did the same thing. She took after my mom that way, but I just don't have that gene side of the brain, whatever it is. So hot glue and a little bit of tacking, that's about all I got. Okay, so we have a lot to get through, and I'm just chatty because I'm so excited. Today, y'all, it is Rob and mine and Rob's. I should know this. I graduated with a degree in English, but I can't remember at this moment because I'm about to turn 57 tomorrow. But today, I'm still 56, but it is our 34th wedding anniversary. Ah, can you even imagine? I cannot imagine. 34 years, folks, 34 years. So, yeah, that's a little bit crazy. It's a whole, like, grown-up person with children, 34 years. That's what that looks like to me. And I am just eternally grateful that the Lord, in his kindness, has, one, kept us together, because I know in a world like this, and the things that all of us bring into a marriage, that's not necessarily always the case. My parents, I believe, loved each other, but they divorced after 25 years. And so even a long marriage doesn't always end well. So I am very, very grateful that we are at 34 and still we're rocking it. We're headed out to dinner tonight, and I don't know which of these outfits I may wear, because I'm not keeping everything. I have been asked that question, and it's like, no, of course not. Like, we wouldn't be able to eat, although I could maybe, figure out a way. But no, I do this because I enjoy it so much, bringing it to you. I feel like I've heard someone say, I think it was, what's her name? I think I heard Melissa Goldberg talk about, it's like owning a boutique inside your own home. And so when you see all these clothes, it's not ever that someone thinks you should be buying this many clothes all at one time, or every week, or every month at all, any more than you would think that about someone who managed a store or who owned a store. It just means that we're really excited about you seeing what's out there when you don't have the time or the notion or the gumption, to get out of the house. And I don't even have to leave the house. I just order these things online and they come to me, and then I share them with you. So just felt like I needed to probably clarify that a little bit. I typically tell you which ones I'm going to keep. I can be excited about all of them. Although in this haul, there's a couple, that were just definitely not for me. Either they didn't fit or they're just not my thing. But what I will bring you are typically things that are my style. That's why I get so excited. I assume that if you're watching YouTube, you probably watch a lot of people on YouTube or on Instagram or on TikTok, and they're going to present to you their style. And they should, and you should, like, watch whatever you enjoy, but I am going to stick with what I feel good in and share that with you, because otherwise I think it would show all over my face I'm 50, I'm almost literally 24 hours from being 57, and I don't think I would want to just pretend in that way. I don't feel like liking that I could fit into every new style. not my thing anymore. I just want to I want to present what makes me feel happy. And if you resonate with that or you like it, awesome, wonderful. All right, so this is what it looks like to wear it with a very fitted tank. I'm going to show you up close. Now, oh, one thing I was going to say, it is, you can see where I've tucked in this white shirt, and it could be on the see-through side, but I don't feel like it is. Like if I wear a shirt that just, you know, came to here, I would not be worried because I also am wearing a nude colored underwear that are nude to me. Obviously, it would be whatever nude looks like for you and your skin tone, but it's so light. Although I have shared this cotton slip before. Got it on Amazon. This is in the white. I need to get it in a nude color, nude to me. But I initially just got it in white. It's 100% cotton, so I could easily fit it under anything if I felt like that it was a little too see-through, so that I then still have breathability, but I also have coverage of any of the nether regions that I don't want to share. So, but I don't feel like this is like that. It's just that you can kind of see almost like a little band where I've tucked in this shirt. With other outfits or other shirts I'm going to share with you with this, I don't think you're going to see it. So, but we'll find out. So as promised, I'm going to come up close. Not a lot to see in terms of it's cotton poplin. It's gorgeous. It has, whoops, where's the pockets? It has pockets, which I absolutely love. I really can see that I would probably, every time I order something right now, if it's something I think I'm going to keep, it's usually going through my mind. We have 2 international trips in the fall. And while yellow is a particularly spring color, I do go, oh, but would I wear that like with black or chocolate color or, you know, burgundy, which I can. Italy, end of September, 1st of October. And so the temperatures, I screenshotted the temperatures last year of what it was going to be like the week that we were going to be there. So I had that, and I know it was still in the 70s, high 70s, some days reaching 80, some nights being 50. So this kind of material is still going to work there. And so these are the kind of things that I think through that, again, for me, any kind of cotton, linen, that sort of thing will probably carry me way into the fall. So I love this. And I said before, I love the sound of poplin. I know some people hate it, but I absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to try a few other things with it, and we're going to go a lot faster, and I'll stop talking. Really, I promise. I did want to briefly mention while I'm changing outfits for you to see in different styles. And by the way, this is with the yellow wedges that I absolutely adore. But I wanted to mention my earrings. I got them as a gift from Rob because I'd seen them online. Oh, Angela, my brain. Can't remember her last name, but I'll list her channel below. And these are by a brand named Khoi, and they are a Black-owned, female-owned business. And I couldn't be more excited to support that, but also they're gorgeous. They are quite chunky and heavy, but I love a good statement earring. So I wanted to share those with you once again. Thought they were perfect for the spring, perfect for the shades of yellow, and just I feel like a flower. I feel like a daisy. Literally. Which is a great way to feel when I'm realizing that I'm turning 57 tomorrow. So, all right, I'll go back to flouncing around and showing you all the things. That was a little Diane for you. Ways you can style it with the daisy look, white and yellow, and all the combinations and variations of that. I hope that's helpful, but I would be remiss if I didn't share with you how to pair this yellow skirt with vibrant color. I mean, it's summer, so we need color. And this is a top from Banana Republic Factory. I got it for Mother's Day. Our running thing now is he has asked me to just always send him things if I see them that I really like, and so he keeps a running list. That's how 34 years happens. Like that. Anyway, this is it It has a tie in the back, so you can cinch it in or not cinch it in at the waist, depending on what your comfort level is or how you want it to look. It doesn't have to be tucked in. It can be worn out, or you can tuck it in because obviously there's enough room, at least for me. Again, depends on your height or your torso height. And I like it both ways. And I'm also going to show you how, be ready, but what it would look like to pair yellow and red. Again, I see this in nature all the time and I love it. And so I have decided, what am I saying decided? I have never been real afraid of color. And so I just wanted to add that I love what I've shared about the white and the yellow and just that flowy kind of almost neutral, you know, easy breezy. But I also love making a statement. I love when red pops and you've got red shoes and a red bag, and I could do red earrings, I could do red jewelry, and of course the red top, which was fitted and went, I think, proportionally well with a wide skirt like this. So anyway, just wanted to share those. Hope that's helpful. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to share these flip-flop sandals. I can't remember, I don't think they're leather. I think they're pleather. They're Steve Madden. I'll put in the description box in the down below or to the side, however you're watching this. But these are so pretty. Oh my goodness. And anything with a little bit of gold, again, just to set it off so it doesn't just feel like a flip-flop. And as you know, a thong or a flip-flop is very big. I remember in the 90s where it was like, if you didn't have your standard pair of flip-flops that you wore with everything, like what were you thinking? And now here we are again. I see them everywhere, whether it's flat like this or with a kitten heel. So it's fun that it's now kind of elevated and not just a regular like flip-floppy flip-flop. But anyway, I wanted to share those because of the color. It just goes with everything. And I think the gold helps it not look like shower shoes, to be honest. So it looks like it's intentional and it's a little dressier than just wearing the rubber plasticky kind. All right, next up. Well, I was so looking forward to this jumpsuit. It's one of two jumpsuits that I chose, and I did not actually try this on before I ironed it. So when I return it, they'll be grateful that it's already been ironed. But here's why I have to return it. It's gigantic and I'm so sad because I love this. It is such a showstopper, but this is a size small, and right now I'm somewhere between an extra small and small, but most things I can wear a small in. This feels like at least 1 or 2 sizes larger than it is. So if you love this, and I love this, but it would be too much to tailor at this point, but it is gorgeous. It is 100% cotton. It's got this incredible embroidery. It has this incredible embroidery all down the legs and the front. I don't do it justice because, again, if things were taken in just a little bit, I think it would be stunning. But I love the color. I love the summerness of it. I love, especially if you're going anywhere in Central or Latin America, I just feel like it gives all of those vibes that I would be thrilled to take with me. However, there's at least another half person that can fit in this one with me, and so therefore, yeah, I'm gonna have to take it back. Whew. But I'm gonna come in so you can see. It is gorgeous. I mean, look at that. And this is like real embroidery on the outside. It's not printed that way. It has this, is it Rick and Rack, I think, is that what it's called? Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but again, that would be so lovely. But it is a jumpsuit that zips from the side, which is great getting in and out of it. It also has buttons, and I thought maybe it was going to be adjustable, but there's just one button. So just keep that in mind. But I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. Just, there's not a smaller size, so there's not much I can do. And that makes me sad, but that's all right. I don't need another thing, but I really love this, but that's all right. It's all right. I will just admire it from afar and hope that one of you would be able to, and I hope that it's a perfect thing for one of you. And please send me photos if it is, because I would love to know that someone got to enjoy this beautiful jumpsuit. All right, next jumpsuit coming up. All right, this jumpsuit, at least it fits. I did try it on before, but that was just one that I was in just such a hurry and I wanted to get it on because I just thought this is so beautiful. Never hit me that it wasn't going to fit. But it is a cotton and polyester blend. I thought when I saw it on the website, it just said cotton polyester. And sometimes that means that the outside is cotton and then there's some sort of lining that is polyester and soft, or some little piece of it maybe on the outside is polyester. But from the feel of it, I'm guessing that it is cotton and polyester blend in the fabric, but it is super soft. So if it's about how it feels, then I think then this will be a winner for you. But if it is about no thank you for polyester at all, then this is definitely, I say definitely, I'm going to check the tag and put it up here for you, the percentages, because I don't have it memorized at the moment. But this is so cute. And it does all those things that you want a jumpsuit or an outfit to do. Oh, before I get there, I was going to show you, I paired it with these cute little summery slides that are on TJMaxx and Marshall's website, and it is very, very beachy, very fun, and it's that beaded work, just like we're seeing in the purses. It's also showing up on shoes, so it's it's one of this year's summer trends, so I thought I would show that to you, and I'll come in a minute and show it to you up close. So back to the jumpsuit, it appears to be wide leg, pleated, cinched in at the waist, which is what you look for, and then obviously these cap sleeves help make it look like you've got broader shoulders, so that gives the attention to the cinched in waist. And what is really cool about this, I didn't notice this until I was ironing it, but hold on, let me show you this. Okay, I thought this was so fun that it has a drawstring on it so that you can pull the legs up, and it does give you sort of that harem pants again. Balloon pants, harem pants. We called them harem pants at one point, or MC Hammer pants, maybe you remember that. But it's this idea that it pulls up on the side, so if you want it a little more cropped than it was as a wide leg, you can do that. So anyway, just very fun. Like there's just a lot of little things about it. And it is buttoned up all the way to here. So you can unbutton if you need to have that, whoops. You can unbutton this obviously if you need a little more room here. But I just thought it was really cute and wanted to share it with y'all. Forgot that I was going to show you the shoes up close with the beading. Isn't that beautiful? I just think that's so pretty. Looks much more expensive than it is. It has a little tiny heel, which I like better than just a flat, but I will link all of this below for you. And then here is the Kitten heel by, as I said, Charles David. And that's, I mean, I don't even know if that's an inch or half inch. And then this really cool, almost like a bow. So I hope that helps. Love a slingback. Love a slingback.
It's a great old fashion.
Yay! We got warm olives, and Rob is licking up.
Tomorrow for Dennis' birthday, we're going to go see the Dior exhibition.
After you preach two services.
Preach, at the SCAD Atlanta location, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, here we are at Saints and Council. It is our 34th wedding anniversary, and Denise is breathtaking. And I told her, I said, you look like you're at dinner with an old man here, because you look like you're 22.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
That is accurate.
Which is how old you were the day after we got married, if I'm not mistaken.
23.
No, 23. You were 22. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
22
Yes.
34 years ago
Yeah.
today.
And again, we just found this restaurant, Saints plus Council, Saints and Council. Absolutely wonderful.
We haven't even gotten to the
Yeah.
main
So
course
Denise
yet.
just had this wonderful Caesar salad. You're seeing the remnants of it, but it was wonderfully done. And then we had the appetizer of the warm olives with the bread, whatnot. Denise went with the pappardelle. Pasta looks wonderful, and I just decided, you know what, I'm not that hungry, so I went with this. What did I go with? Squash, but it sounded so wonderful. I was gonna get the filet, but I was like, I'm not hungry enough for that. So anyway, we're having a wonderful time here at the heart of Atlanta. Wonderful area, wonderful restaurant.
Highly recommend.
I'd recommend. That's right.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I know I enjoyed trying those things on, so I hope it was enjoyable for you as well. And I will leave the link for the restaurant where Rob and I went for our anniversary. It was divine. I can't even tell you. So if you're in the Atlanta area or coming through or going to be at the World Cup, whatever it is, this is a restaurant you're going to want to experience. It was absolutely lovely, and I can't say enough good things about it. So I will leave that linked below as well as all of the clothes and the accessories and all of the above. And next week's video, a few more summer basics, including pants and shorts and tops. Those should be even more on the comfort train of just everyday living, going to the grocery store, going to doctor's appointments, working from home, whatever it may be, on vacation. I hope that there will be something in that as well. Love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.